Hi, this is Shireen. Today I want you to see I'm washing my hands because I'm not wearing gloves today. But today I'm just going to quickly saute Brussels Sprout Greens. They're new and different, but they taste delicious. They taste in between a collard green and a turnip green, in my opinion. It's just mine. So what I wanted to do was start the garlic ahead of time since we're always delayed and just show you. It's actually I got from Pampered Chef years ago, probably about 20 years ago. It's a garlic press, and normally I don't even take the skin off of it, but these are frozen peeled. You want to make it easy. This is a quick meal, easy meal, so I don't like canned minced garlic. It does not have the same taste to me. So I get the peeled garlic fresh. They sell it pretty much anywhere in the produce section. I get mine in bulk at Restaurant Depot. And so, like I said, this comes from Pampered Chef. And if you do fresh garlic cloves, all you have to do is put them in there, break them apart, and it will actually skin it for you and take it off. So what I'm using today is, I'm just trying this just to give it something. I got these green seasonings, which is hilarious. I just normally add stuff. My normal staples: seasoning salt, garlic powder, pink Himalayan salt, and black pepper. And again, I'm going to actually take this and not let the top fall off. This is what buy the cheap, throw the cheap. That's what one of my friends taught me. So that is some seasoning, green seasoning. But again, I like to use a seasoned salt. And what I realized is that Brussels sprout greens are actually very salty. So be careful, mindful of what you're doing. And again, even though I love fresh garlic, I love garlic powder. I need to taste the garlic. And I'm not going to do that pink Himalayan salt. So we've seasoned our oil. And as you can see, it is definitely seasoned up well. And these are like, when you get back home from work, this is a 5-minute meal so that you can go ahead and get started, eat something healthy, and then let it sit there and actually just cook while you unwinding, showering, whatever you need to do. Just turn it on low. And so like, woo! This is Shireen cutting these. So, sorry. What I'm gonna do, see how these greens, these Brussels sprout greens, we don't let anything go to waste for some strange reason. But see how nice and green these are? So, I mean, I was shocked by the fact that you could eat them. But now that I know it, guess what I'm eating? I didn't throw anything. The only thing I threw away was a stalk. But I'm sure if I sat there long enough, I would have peeled it and put that in something as well. So what we're gonna do is just put the rest of the Brussels sprout greens in here, close it up, and let it simmer for a little bit, and then add some water to it, of course. So what I did do was, I don't want you to see too much of the kitchen because I've been over here. Notice the shirt. We're ready for, and the hairdo. We're ready for Christmas. This is something else I did today, which is by request. She doesn't know yet. It's vegan, and it's actually good. Those pieces are sold, but it's a vegan red velvet sweet potato pie, and even the red dye is vegan, and of course the pie crust is vegan as well. And also, so I closed down, if you're not aware, I closed the farm down on Saturday, and so we had baby Brussels sprouts, and like I said, we weren't wasting anything. So this is it. I mean, it looks dark skinned, but that's okay. They're good. These are roasted Brussels sprouts. So all I did was add some olive oil, some garlic powder, always garlic powder, not salt. We have, everybody has a tendency, most of us do, of getting high blood pressure. So I add garlic powder, onion powder, never salt. Then I added some seasoning salt, and I took my little secret, so I wanted to do some vinegar. So I did my little secret dressing and added that to it as well. And I roasted it on, and that's my, I love cast iron. This is actually a cast iron pizza pan that I just got off of Amazon. Look, nobody pays me for any of these advertisements, but I'm joking. But I absolutely love this because I just stuck it in my little convection oven, and I roasted these for about 15-20 minutes. And when I say, just flip them in between midway, when I say they're delicious, they're absolutely delicious. And I'll actually show you something else I'm making. This is all live TV, so try to clean up everything, but just in case, excuse any mess you might see. And see, notice how these Brussels, and that's a gallon of Brussels sprout greens. Notice how they're shrinking down. So what I'm gonna do now is they don't produce as much water. They're not like cabbage. Does not produce a lot of water. I'm gonna add a little water to this and keep it up high so that I can actually, let me just use the pot. So I can actually let it cook quickly. This is what happens when you're not prepared. You improvise. So I'm gonna add some water to this. And it actually, a lot of times with the lid on, it does not evaporate, but this will evaporate. So I'm just stirring it in because our seasonings are sticking to the bottom. Stirring it in, and then I'm gonna put the pot on it, let it cook for another 5-10 minutes, and come stir it. Like I said, so that literally took, what you can do with your greens, it's the Brussels sprouts, whatever greens you are. You can even buy the frozen ones or the pre-shredded ones. I don't do canned greens, but I do buy, not anymore because I have a farm, but I do normally buy the shredded greens or the cut greens and wash them again and triple washed. And I think I like Nature's Greens, I believe is what it's called. And I get those, a lot of times after I clean them, I'll stick them in a Ziploc bag and freeze them. And if you do that, another trick is if you want to cut them smaller, just take them out the freezer once they've frozen, once you've frozen them up, and just chop them, and they will literally shred. You don't have to worry about cutting them. So I actually did that with the kale as well. I just left them in big leaves, or I don't know, no, they might have been whole leaves, froze it, and when it was time to cook them, excuse me, I just pulled them out and chopped them up, and it did what it needed to do, and I didn't have to worry about it. Another thing that we actually cooked from the garden was the summer squash. I've got apples over here. This is my side I'm cooking, so I'm doing apples. I'm gonna make some apple crisp and apple pies, vegan apple pies. But this is actually a summer squash that I use. Let me stir it up. And it's a summer squash bisque. When I say it's good, it's good. And this is, I use a summer squash from the farm. I used the carrots off the farm they were baby little carrots, but they were so good and sweet. So I put them in there. I've added some of my secret seasonings. What the secret is, I don't know. Because you know, I already showed you my seasonings. And I added some potatoes, onions, and garlic. And this is almond milk. So it's a bisque, but it's actually a vegan bisque. And when I say it's good, it's good. So that was it. What I'm gonna do is take you back over to the, love this Instant Pot. Take you back over so you can see these greens one last time. And notice I could turn it up a little more. I had it under a medium low heat. I even have a little piece of Brussels sprout in there. I missed it. That was a huge Brussels sprout. But compared to the other ones. So we're just gonna let that cook. Like I said, while it's cooking, if you haven't, what I used to do was actually cook my meat on Sundays. So I would take my different meats and freeze them, and then when I came home from work, I like fresh vegetables, so whatever it was, I sauteed 5-10 minutes. Within 20 minutes, you're sitting down eating. So you had a chance to wind down. You need 30 minutes to take your shower. Then you wind down and you're eating. So it's just a good idea. It's healthy. It's not processed, and you'll thank yourself later. But that was it today for our little quick kitchen lesson. And notice Miss Lady here, she's ready for Christmas. So I do sell those on my website, and as you can see, I did it with a different shirt. I didn't do the red shirt. I decided I would try something different so I could be different, and there's nothing wrong with that. So if you have shirts, I can actually put them on there as well at a different cost than if you purchase the actual shirt from me. But what I want you to do is let me know if you want me to show you how to make something. I'm doing personal private cooking lessons as well in the future. But let me know if you want me to show you something to cook. I'll be more than happy to do that. But whatever you do, just make it an absolutely wonderful day. The choice is yours. Thank y'all.